Okay, so we're going to take the slicing that we've just done a step further. So we've sliced and we've rearranged and we've layered up some samples and created this new this kind of new pattern. But what we're going to do now is we're going to open up a software instrument called Sampler. We're going to use this to drop these slices into and perform the samples in a slightly different way. So in order to do this, we need to create a software instrument. So hit the plus symbol, select software instrument, and then choose sampler multi-sample from the drop-down. So this is the instrument. If it doesn't show up straight away, you can, as long as the inspect is open, you can find the blue little line here, which shows the instrument is on the track. You just click on it once in the middle, and it will show up. Okay, so there's several different sections to this sampler. For the moment, the only sections that we want to deal with are mapping and zone. So we can turn these ones off. So mapping allows us to take a sample and drop it onto notes on the keyboard. And the zone section is where we can make edits to the audio sample itself. So what we're going to do, if we move this to the side, I want each of these samples that we've sliced up and time stretched, and I want to use those in the sampler. So click on sample number 1. I'm going to drag it in onto C2 and let go, and then it will import it. I'm going to take the second sample, click and hold and drag it onto D2. Then take my third sample, click and hold, drag it over onto E. Okay, so now as long as my instrument track is selected, I'm just going to mute these. As long as my instrument track is selected, I can use my MIDI keyboard to play these notes. I don't have a MIDI keyboard in front of me, so I'm going to type in Command K to bring up the virtual keyboard, so that I can play the notes this way on my computer keyboard. Okay, so I'm going to just hit record and maybe play along to the drum beat that's on there. Make it a little bit louder. I didn't play it perfectly in time, so I'm just going to open up the MIDI clip and select everything and hit quantize. So it's perfectly in time. Oops, there's 2 notes I hit there. So I'll bring back the instrument over here. The first note's a bit quiet, so we can easily fix this. Right, so mapping editor, zone section here. So in this section, I can make things quieter, louder. I can even change the tuning of them as well. So if we go to select this sample here, there's a volume option. So if I turn this up, it will make this sample louder or quieter. So let's I could even duplicate these audio clips and then have them processed in different ways. So this one here, if I hold down the Option button on the keyboard and click and hold and drag it along, it will duplicate that. So it's the same audio file, just on a different note. And then I could change the tuning of it, perhaps. So let's turn this up by a few semitones. Alright, let's go into our MIDI editor and maybe see if we can add that note in as well. In the zone editor, you can also change the start and end points of a sample. So this option here allows you to drag the start point further along. So perhaps you could have it start later on. So that already gives it a bit of a different feel. The other thing I can do is I can turn on loop, so I can have this section of my audio file loop round. So looping is down the bottom where it says mode, so I can click on no loop, and you can have it looping forwards, have it looping backwards, or have it looping forwards and then backwards. So I may stick on alternate, so it loops forwards and backwards. And here's the loop markers, so you can change the loop points. So you've got the start and end points here, and then you've got the loop points here in yellow. So if I hold down this node, see how that sounds. I might pitch it down actually instead. Okay, so that's one way that you can take your slice samples and turn them into a kind of different arrangement using the sampler, the mapping zone, and the zone, as it were.